When I look at compassion, peace, and justice, I see a movement.
A movement is grounded in the people. A movement is grounded in the needs of the community.
At the heart of our faith is, people.
And you discover that there is so much to do, but also that there's so much power in people.
I think at the core of compassion, peace, and justice, I think there is a push by the Spirit to see the humanity in every person and to speak against any systems that deny that humanity to someone else.
We seek to humanize. This is a person. We're talking about hunger, poverty, food insecurity. It's not this distant topic to where we have all of these statistics. They're actual people who are impacted by these issues.
One thing that mass media does to us is that it's very good at making us feel isolated and alone. And compassion, peace, and justice is about reminding us that we are not alone.
When it comes to queer issues, when it comes to racial issues, when it comes to economic issues, all these things are intersecting one another.
We have to speak up, call attention to these issues, speak truth to power, because by not saying anything, the church is participating in the oppression of people.
And I think we are circling back to a very much grassroots movement that compassion, peace, and justice has always had its hand in, that isn't necessarily four walls and a steeple, but it is action and it is movement.
And this time that we are living is recognizing that there are people who are suffering every day, and that we cannot stay quiet, we cannot stay passive, we cannot allow fears or doubts or distractions to take over.
In the current political climate, we live in a world of polarization. I think we're encouraged through mass media and government leaders to not really listen to each other. And I think that a core part of compassion, peace, and justice is the listening component.
We are really about coming alongside communities, coming alongside individuals, and helping them as they direct where it is that they need to go in order to be successful. And that is so important in promoting equity and dismantling racism and white supremacy.
Compassion, peace, of justice is denouncing those injustices that we're seeing all around us, and not just denouncing it, but looking for ways to provide options to make things better in our communities.
What we have seen by COVID-19 and also police brutality is systemic racism that has always been present within our society.
We go there as people who recognize that these are human beings that have their own voice, and as a church, we're not here to tell you what to do, but to walk with you.
When we see these issues going on, we can sometimes feel helpless because it's such a big issue. We can sometimes feel like, what are we going to do about it? You have a voice, and your voice can and should be heard.
Advocacy is really important for compassion, peace, and justice, because how can you show compassion for someone if you aren't willing to stand up for it and advocate?
I think when we talk about peace and compassion, peace, and justice, is so connected to the word of justice. It's something that you need to fight for and scream for and protest for every day.
It is helping that community to recognize their own power.
How can we envision a different society, a different reality for these communities? How can we advocate for justice? I think more than ever that we cannot be waiting to see what's going to happen. We cannot sit on the margins and let history pass by.
At the heart all of this is a desire to be relational with other people and a commitment to our faith and to see change.
I love helping people find their voice. I love helping people to understand that they have power and they can use that power to make real change.